1, 2, 3, now. Ooh, that's good. You do got that Fishin Affliction. That's good. Woo! Boy, don't get no better that first thing in the morning. Woo!
How big is this fish? How big is that?
Oh, God, what a monster. An absolute monster. Woo! Man, that fires me up. You know what?
Big dog, it's time to wet a line, because it's Fishin Affliction time for those who've got it bad. Well, mom and dad's grabbed the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and the big dog's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that Fishin Affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin', yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and the big dog's got that Fishin Affliction. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that Fishin Affliction. Yeah. Yeah, and we've got it bad.
I've got that Fishin Affliction.
Hey, I'm Art Defo, and I've got that Fishin Affliction.
Hi, I'm Denny Brower, and I've got that Fishin Affliction.
Hey, I'm Mark Menendez, and I've got that Fishing Affliction.
I'm Bobby Lane, and I got that Fishin Affliction. Hi, I'm Chris Lane, and I got that Fishin Affliction.
I'm Shaw Drigsby, and I got that Fishin Affliction.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here.
All right, now one of us was in charge of the rope that is in front. And now it is around the trolling motor.
Touch that. Oh my, this is a mess, big dog.
Well, folks, it's time to wet a line because it's Fishin Affliction time, and welcome into today's episode as Team Fishin Affliction shares with you some comedy on COUCHVILLE. A whole bunch of fishing fun as we're breaking through the ice there on that beautiful little lake. If you can't get enough Fishin Affliction TV, then be sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Vimeo channels where you'll find web-exclusive content. Be sure to like our ever-popular and growing Facebook page, and at the end of the show, you'll meet the Fishin Affliction Facebook Friend of the Week. So sit back and enjoy some fun with Team Fishin Affliction as we share a little comedy on COUCHVILLE, right here on Fishin Affliction TV.
Man, get in the boat.
We got a major tournament today. You're late.
Get in the boat, man.
Man, we're going to win a lot of money today.
There's only 2 boats on the entire lake, man.
Well, folks, COUCHVILLE Lake, or as we like to call it, the Mystery Lake. Now, Team Fishin Affliction's only been there one time, and what a memorable trip that was with Affliction Pro staffer Mickey Beck.
Get in the boat, Mickey. This is the nicest boat you ever been in, ain't it?
Well, I see water in the bottom. If we was in that Triton, we sure would have had a water in the bottom.
You better just worry about getting in here.
Hang on a minute. Let me get my paddle.
Hey, I'm going to have to put you on a weight restriction.
Well, folks, as you'll remember, the guys had so much fun on that trip, and they caught big largemouths. So when the big dog called me and said it's time to go fish the Mystery Lake, I couldn't wait. And as I met the big dog on the road en route to COUCHVILLE Lake, I realized what we were going to be fishing out of.
Between the big dog and myself, there's no telling how much money in fishing gear that he and I have between us. Just like most bass anglers, we have spent some serious change on our hobby and our habit, haven't we? But today, our boat that we are using is nothing but a glorified Tupperware dish. It's a big Tupperware dish. We are going fishing in a Tupperware boat. All right. Well, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a good time. Fishing in the Tupperware boat.
And folks, it's one thing to fish out of the big dog's Tupperware boat, but it's another thing to get to the Mystery Lake just to find that it's iced over.
You know, this might not work today.
Did you not do any recon whatsoever on what our fishing trip held for us today? You live 5 minutes from the mystery lake. You have brought your Tupperware boat, and we might not be able to get out there because why?
I think you're being entirely narrow-minded.
There's ice. It's covered with ice. The mystery lake. There are. Let me show you the seagulls standing on the water out there. Are you kidding me, big dog?
Hold on a second. Let's see if there's any way we can get in and fish around the ice. Let's go look at the ice and see how. Let's go see how thick the ice is.
Well, first of all, before you do, can you tell me what we're fishing in today? If we even get will this break ice?
We're not probably going to fish in this today unless you can break ice.
Oh my God.
But anyway, this is my boat for getting into places where I can't get into it with a big boat. So, and they're great to fish out of, man. They're a blast, and someday you'll probably see it. It just probably won't be today.
Well, let's see what we can do, big dog.
All right.
You know, I never understand a big dog. He's always eager to do something, which I'm eager too. But you think that he would have come down here 5 minutes from his house, come down here to the mystery lake and check out the conditions. We might just end up playing hockey today.
Somebody went out that far.
That far, big dog, that far. And if you notice, it stops halfway in the middle, and it looks like there was no struggle, whatever happened last. And you know what, the other thing that occurs to me? I see that somebody went out that far.
I don't think.
But I don't think anybody came back.
That's a good point.
That's a good
point.
Big dog, there are birds.
I weigh a little more than a bird, just barely.
You ain't kidding, a big old turkey bird.
All right, folks, the seagulls are standing on the ice there at the Mystery Lake, and we're trying to figure out how to bust through it to do some fishing on COUCHVILLE. And in a moment, we'll be right back with some more Fishin Affliction TV. But right now, let's go see some pictures from this week's
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild. Brought to you by Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee.
Well, folks, meet Jerry Armstrong. He loves to tournament fish, and he's had a stretch of tournaments that he has done extremely well in, including a first-place win on Lake Normandy with an incredible 21.8 pounds. And today's Miss Vic pick, a great blue heron soaking up the sunshine. Folks, you can post your pictures to our ever-popular Facebook page, and maybe you'll see them right here on the big screen.
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild. Brought to you by Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee.
You're the rookie. This is your moment.
Market 15 pounds, 10 ounces, steel champions this year. Kentucky Lane Strike King.
When you tie on a bait by Strike King.
Hey man, we got your back.
You're standing on the shoulders of legends.
SMYRNA Ready Mix is an established company that handles business daily with integrity and professionalism. Whether you're a general contractor, professional builder, or a do-it-yourself homeowner, SRM has your concrete solutions. With several convenient locations in the Middle Tennessee area to serve you, the only call you need to make is to SRM, ready to serve you with integrity and professionalism.
Fishin Affliction's Facebook page. Like it.
All right, how thick is this ice, and can we get through it?
Hold on. Let me use my method. This is my scientific, educated method of checking this out.
All right.
Now that's not very thick.
Yeah. All right. And so what's your point? I don't understand what your point is.
And that's not very thick.
And it's not going to get thicker through the day today. Will you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, I really think we could make it happen.
Well, I'm all for it. We're here.
I'll tell you this. I've never caught them in this condition because there's a lot of places you can get it through the ice. Now I'm going to see if they'll let us put in.
There you go.
Well, after a quick call to the park ranger, we got a thumbs up to launch.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you, sir. I'll see you one day next week. Thanks, sir.
Well,
where it go?
Where it go? We're going ice fishing, Big Dog.
How about that?
We're going ice fishing in a Tupperware dish. I like it.
Now, it's not really a Tupperware dish. Well, the only problem I can see is your weight. That is it. It's your weight. I mean, I'm trim, slim.
Oh, here you know. We go. Okay.
And I only weigh 200.
yeah, that's about right.
But you, I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, okay. Oh, a fun time fishing affliction here at the Mystery Lake. Oh, we're gonna bust through the ice.
Yeah,
this is just like the first trip ever on Guntersville for Fishin Affliction TV, huh? We busted through the ice.
We didn't have this much.
All right, let's get geared up. I still think it's a Tupperware dish.
Well, folks, no matter how you look at this boat, it is not big at all. But regardless of its size, it's not easy to launch. So thank goodness the Big Dog's friend showed up and brought something that is very important that the Big Dog forgot.
That man is Brett right there, and he is the ultimate in bow fishing, which we're going to be talking about doing an episode in the future. He's got a 98-pound?
Yes.
98-pound Asian carp that he has already harvested, an invasive species here in Tennessee that we're going to be featuring on an upcoming episode of Fishin Affliction TV. But not only is he one of the finest bow fishermen, probably the best one in all the state of Tennessee, he is also somebody that goes and gets the Big Dog's life jacket because he forgot it. And so therefore, having good friends like Brent, who, on the water, what's the first thing that goes in a boat?
Life jackets.
Life jackets.
Then the plug.
Then the plug second. Big Doggy?
The plug was in first. Believe me, on this boat, with ice, you would rather have the plug in than your life jacket.
This is the first trip of the year. It always seems to be a snafu that takes over. And with that said, I have to scale down on my equipment. No mama's lunch bag. A Big Dog is using his teeth to cut line, and his pal Brent bringing the life jacket. Looks like we're in for a fun day on the ice here at the Mystery Lake. How about that? Oh, here we go. COUCHVILLE Lake. No swimming, no wading, no ice fishing. Personal flotation devices. Hey, Big Dog, it looks like this is exactly where we need to be fishing today.
Well, after getting all the gear ready, it was time to launch the Tupperware boat out on the Mystery Lake.
We're going straight
Always. In? Why am I in the water?
You are really good at this.
Yeah, I am. Big Dog, I'm going to make one suggestion. I'm going to hold it right here while you go move your truck, because I bet you it'd get towed if you leave it there.
It's not staying right there. All right. I will be back. Here we go.
Big Doggy, you first, and then I'll get us a little bit further out there.
That's a good plan for me.
Yeah, it is. Look, one of us was really prepared for today. Big Dog, you are in.
You ready?
I'm ready. Here we go.
Well, you got to get in the boat.
Yeah, that's just a little technical thing. All right.
We're plenty deep enough for this thing.
Yeah, we weren't until I just got in it.
All right, hold on a second.
Are we on the wrong side?
No, we don't want to go over that rock.
Which one?
Right there.
Here, let me up front so I can push.
Okay, come on.
Here, you
Here,
sit.
I'm gonna sit down.
You sit. Oh, that's nice.
Here, sit down before where you get stable.
Yes, big doggy. Now I know exactly.
All right, now try to flip over. Try to flip over the trolling motor.
Why didn't you tell me that before I sat down? How come you just told me that? I know exactly now how Mickey Beck felt.
Hold on. Now don't get wild.
I'm wild, big dog. I'm wild.
All right, now you gotta turn this thing up.
Okay.
Drop it down.
Hey, wait a second. You got.
Hold on a second.
Look at this mess.
There you go.
All right, folks, we finally launched the Tupperware boat, and we're hitting the icy waters of COUCHVILLE Lake. And in a moment, we'll be right back with some more comedy on COUCHVILLE. But right now, let's head upstairs to the kitchen to see what Miss Vicky's got cooking this week. In the Skillet with Miss Vicky, the most delicious part of Fishin Affliction TV.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter. Today I have a recipe for you that combines two Southern favorites, corn and cornbread. It's for creamy corn casserole. And now for the ingredients. You will need butter, eggs, dry cornbread mix, whole kernel corn, cream corn, and sour cream. After melting your butter and beating your eggs, add them to a mixing bowl. Next, we're going to add our cream corn. Now add your whole kernel corn. Next, add your sour cream. And last, add your cornbread mix. And now get this mixed together really well. Now pour this mixture into a greased baking dish, and we're gonna bake this in a preheated oven at 350 for about 45 to 50 minutes. After about 45 minutes in the oven, you're ready to sit down and enjoy this creamy corn casserole. You can find this recipe at intheskillet.com, and be sure and click on the YouTube icon to see this recipe as well as all my other In the Skillets. I'm Vicki Porter. Tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
S11 sunglasses makes it like the water is not even there.
Hey everybody, I want to do one more thing this week on licenses and then we'll move on to something else. But as you know, the licenses in Tennessee for hunting and fishing are going up. But there's a new license out there too that will pertain to just a very few of you, but I still think I need to talk about it, and that's called a guide license. There's already something you have to have in Tennessee if you do guiding on our river systems or you guide on lakes that go across state lines, and it's called a captain license, and it's required by the Coast Guard. Well, this is a new license required by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and it has nothing to do with the captain's license. If you guide for money in Tennessee, the state is just making you buy a license now. It's going to be $150 if you're a resident of Tennessee. If you're a non-resident who comes into the state and guides, it's going to be $650. So go check that out. Now, you don't have to have this until July 1st of 2015. This is coming up this summer, but you're going to have it pretty soon, and I want you to remember that, and I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings too much, but it's a reality now in Tennessee. It's been a long time since we had a guide license, but many, many, many years ago, Tennessee did have a guide license. I'll see you next week right here on Fishin Affliction.
Fishin Affliction's YouTube channel. Watch it.
Welcome back to Fishin Affliction TV, and this segment of the show is brought to you by Ranger Boats, Mercury Outboards, Deca Batteries, Akuma High Performance Fishing Gear, Seagar Fishing Line, Mustad Hooks, Onyx Life Jackets and Rainwear, Fraybill, Real Magic, Rugged Marine Electronic Mounts by Ram Mounts, Wigwam Socks, BBG Marine, and Poindexter's Outdoors.
It's time for Gibby's Grand Old Lures and Tackle Treasures.
Today I'd like to discuss my most sentimental collection that I have, and it is the Arbogast Jitterbug. And that's because in the past I told you that how my father and my grandfather had the time to take me fishing, and the way we fished was principally at night. And we threw a big old musky jitterbug parallel to the bank on the deep mountain banks of Fontana and Santilla Lake. There's nothing more exciting than fishing a big jitterbug at night, because when the bass strikes the jitterbug, it's just like the dam broke. And you're out there with the whippoorwills and the crickets and the frogs, and there's not a better, more beautiful setting. This is a tribute to my father and my grandfather.
Folks, this is just one of the grand old lures and tackle treasures in Mr. Gibby Gibson's tremendous collection. And folks, Gibby is a past president of the National Fishing Lures Collectors Club, a wonderful source of knowledge and friendships, and a place where you can see countless grand old lures and tackle treasures. Be sure to check out this wonderful organization online at nflcc.org.
Big Dog, where are you going? Oh my gosh, we're going the wrong way. Hey, we're going the wrong way.
Hold on.
You are going the wrong way. Come on, man.
We're making a hole.
You gotta be kidding me.
Drop it down.
I can't. We're on the rocks. We're
headed out.
We're putting us on the rocks. Oh my gosh. I'm getting loaded with ice. Oh my gosh.
All right, now, can you drop it down and lock it down?
I don't know.
Oh, it's on.
It's on. Big Dog, shut this thing off.
Well, there it goes. The switch was hung.
All that. And this is how far we've got.
Here, come on.
Oh my gosh, we're stuck. We're in the ice. You ain't got no trolling motor skills. That's what the problem was. We're on the bottom.
No, we're.
No, the motor was.
I've got it on low now.
It didn't even turn it?
Okay, well, we go to higher.
Are you on it? Oh, time out. Wait a minute. We got a rope on it. We got the rope. That's done, Big Dog. Look what you're doing. All right, shut it off. Shut the house in.
What's wrong? All right, now one of us was in charge of the rope that is in front. And now it is around the trolling motor.
Touch that. Oh my gosh. This is a mess, Big Dog. What a mess.
You know, I should have brought Mickey. He knows how to use a stick.
You know what? I'm beginning to wish you had brought Mickey. Oh my gosh, it's a comedy of errors. It's a dadgum comedy of errors, Big Dog.
All right, well, we're gonna...
Hold on, I got it. Keep it going.
Well, I'm not hitting the motor yet because you won't have any fingers left.
I know it, don't do it, Big Dog.
I'm glad you're showing everybody what not to do.
Oh my gosh, Big Dog.
All right.
Well, here you go, Big Doggy. We're carving through the ice. Are we on high?
Yes, we're on high. The ice is steering me. Did our trolling motor die?
What do you mean, did our trolling motor die? That's not funny. That's not funny.
That was hilariously funny.
That's not funny.
All right.
Good. Okay.
All right. Have you got the net where you can get to it?
No, I don't even know we had a net.
And we're at 40 degrees in here. Okay. Here's your rod.
Okay. All right, here we go, folks. The adventures of Fishin Affliction TV. Just about to begin. Awesome.
Right here.
What have you done? What you got? You have snagged something huge.
It's a giant catfish or something.
No way.
This is a monster, whatever it is. I mean, I'm not.
Where's the net?
Let me ask you something. That net won't even get this thing's head in there. This thing.
What do you got, big dog? Oh my, it's a cat. Oh, it's a cat. All right, big doggy.
All right, I'm gonna turn him loose on the edge. And
can I lean over a little more?
Don't lean over much more. All right. All right, there he goes.
Big dog, who caught the first bass of the year?
I don't know.
I did.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that ain't a bass.
That's a bass right there.
Oh,
is this not a bass? It's a temperate bass family. It's a beautiful yellow bass, a yellow bass.
Oh my goodness.
Of the temperate bass family. I caught the first bass, therefore I win the bet.
No, that is not.
That was the bet. Who catches the first bass of the year? Look at that.
Well, after a very short trip on the waters of Couchville and catching the first bass of the year, it was now time to get the Tupperware boat out of the water. Easier said than done.
This is what happens when you flip to see who takes the boat out. Okay. Look, Dan's really a Mercury. Oh, stop. Y'all are gonna hit them rocks.
I don't like you.
Hey.
I don't like you.
I like you fine. You're doing an excellent job, by the way.
I don't like you, big dog.
Hey, you know. Yeah. Giddy up there.
A Tupperware dish. A heavy one.
Don't hang yourself on that rod right there. We don't want you to get hurt.
What'd you just say?
We don't want you to get hurt.
Big dog. This was such a great idea. Can't wait to do it again with you.
I'm doing an excellent job with the camera, by the way. All right. I really have some place to be. Could y'all push a little?
Big doggy. I mentioned nobody likes you.
Well, folks, you know that I love the big dog, and I'm only teasing. But there's no doubt we had a whole bunch of fun there on Couchville Lake. And I'm looking forward to going back when we can actually catch some fish. And folks, not every trip is filled with catching fish, is it? But that doesn't mean you can't have some fun. And we sure did. And thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode of Fishin' Affliction TV and spending your time with us. And tune in next week for another exciting adventure of the day in God's great outdoors, right here on
Fishin' Affliction TV, for those who've got it bad.
This week's Team Fishin' Affliction featured Facebook friend is
Jenny Hollis.
And thanks for being our Facebook friend. For your chance to join in the fun and become an official Team Fishin' Affliction featured Facebook friend, simply like us on Facebook. And be sure to write a comment on our wall. As always, a big thank you to all of our national and local sponsors for providing us with the most advanced technology and highest quality products and services. Be sure to visit each of our partners online through the sponsor links page on our official website at FishinAffliction.com. And this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin' Affliction TV, hoping that you'll tune in next week, because there's no doubt that Dan and the big dog got it bad. They've got Fishin' Affliction for those who got it bad.
It is beautiful here, though, huh?
Yeah, it's a gorgeous little lake. It's got walking trails around it, and
you know, the walking is for exercise, big dog. Do you ever consider
I do come over here occasionally. Like I've done it once in 3 years. No,
He just drives the parking lot. Stays in the car.